What's up, fellow polymaths? In this video of the Java Fundamentals tutorial, we'll be going over abstraction. Abstraction is a process of hiding the implementation details and showing only the essential details to the user. Like interfaces, abstract classes achieve more security by hiding the implementation details. Abstraction allows you to focus on the purpose of an object rather than how the object achieves its purpose. An example of abstraction is driving a car. You don't need to know the details of how a car works, such as the engine, the gears. You just need to know how to turn it on, utilize the brakes, the pedal, the steering wheels, and you're pretty much set. Abstract classes share a lot of similarities with interfaces. The abstract keyword is a non-access modifier and is used for classes and methods. So one of the differences between a regular class and an abstract class is that an abstract class is a restricted class that cannot be used to create objects. To access the abstract class, you need to inherit it from another class. An abstract method can only be used in an abstract class, and it does not have a method body, so like methods and interfaces. The body is provided by the subclass, which is the class that inherits the abstract class. The abstract keyword must be placed before the return type and the method name. An abstract class can have both abstract and regular methods. If a class has at least one abstract method, then the class must be declared as abstract. The syntax for the abstract class is the abstract keyword followed by the class and then the name of the class. And then within the curly braces of the class, for abstract methods, it's public abstract, and then after the return type and then the name of the method. And of course, since it's an abstract method, it has a semicolon rather than curly braces. As mentioned before, abstract methods can also have regular methods as well that have actual code inside the method body. So now that we have a brief overview of abstraction, let's test it out in the code editor. All right, so here in the code editor, and what we're going to do is make animal class abstract. So we're going to hop over to the animal class, and we're going to use the abstract keyword after the public keyword access modifier. We're also going to create a method called move with this animal class, and it's going to be a void, and this method will be abstract. All right, so since I've made that move method abstract, any class that's extending the animal class is going to need to implement that move method. So as you see here, for the person class, the bird class, as well as the dog class, the compiler seems to be given an error. And the reason why the compiler is given an error is because we haven't implemented that move method since those three classes extend the animal class. So you can think of it like how the animal class is stomping its feet and it's telling the child classes of the animal class, you have to implement my move method. So that's basically what we're going to do right now. So we're going to override that move method from that animal class, and then we'll just put something simple like the person is moving, and we can add the override annotation to denote that the method is being overridden by a subclass. So once we save this, and we're no longer getting errors from the compiler, let's do the same with the bird class and the dog class so that we're not going to get errors in those classes. So here we just put the bird is moving, or let's say the bird is flying. And we just save that. And no errors in the bird class. And then in the dog class, we say the dog is walking. And then we save, and the compiler is no longer complaining. So now that we've implemented the abstract method of the move from the animal class, let's go into the main class and then call that method. So first, what I want to show you is what happens when we try to create an object that's abstract. So what we'll try to do, and we're going to get an error because of this, but what I'm going to do is create an animal object. Call this animal object equals new animal. And we see here we're getting an error. So it's saying that we cannot instantiate the type animal. And the reason for this is because it's abstract. So abstract methods, as we went over before, cannot be instantiated. The class that implements that abstract class is what is used to be instantiated. So in this case, we'll just use the person class, and then from that person object, we'll call the move method. You can also do the same with bird and dog as well. All right, so I've created three objects. Each of them are derived from the animal abstract class, and they're all calling the move method. So let's run this code and see what happens. All right, so here we have our output. First line, we have the person is moving. Second line, the bird is flying. And the third line, the dog is walking. So basically what we were expecting. So that's pretty much a brief overview of abstraction. And just like interfaces, they're very similar and there's a lot more to it, but this is just a brief overview and to get you started. Try some more out on your own just so that you can get the concept even better. All right, so it's important that we go over some differences between abstraction and interfaces, even though they are very similar. So with abstract classes, they achieve varying abstraction, while interfaces achieve full abstraction. So you can think of this as how abstract classes have some level of abstraction. So it can be a range from 0 to 100, while interfaces are always 100% abstraction. Abstract classes can have abstract and non-abstract methods. Interface can have only abstract methods. Since Java 8, it can also have default and static methods. Abstract classes don't support multiple inheritance, while interfaces do support them. Remember, abstract classes are classes, and classes can only extend one class. Abstract classes can have final, non-final, static, and non-static variables, while interfaces are only static and final variables. Abstract classes can provide the implementation of interfaces. Interfaces cannot provide the implementation of abstract classes. The abstract keyword is used to declare abstract classes, whereas the interface keyword is used to declare interfaces. Abstract classes can extend another Java class and implement multiple Java interfaces, whereas an interface can only extend another Java interface. An abstract class can be inherited using the extends keyword, and interface is implemented using the implements keyword. An abstract class can have members like private, protected, and so on, whereas members of an interface are public by default. Alright, here's our assignment for this topic. Number 1, how can a method from an abstract class be used? Number 2, name 3 differences between an abstraction and an interface. Number 3, true or false, a class that has an abstract method must be declared as abstract. Number 4, create an abstract class with an abstract method that is then inherited from a subclass that calls that abstract method. If this video was of any value to you, then please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.